Today I have a very, very special guest. We all know her by the name of Zhane. And if you don't know her name, I'm sure you would have seen her dancing magnificently on stage. She's also a former pageant winner of the Whole Town Festival. And we're really, really pleased to welcome her. So please, everyone, welcome Zhane.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. So I know we've had a few conversations in the past.
Yes.
And you are doing so many amazing things. And then I learned that you're doing even more things than I actually thought you did. So how are you defined, or how would you define yourself?
That's a really good question, especially after what you just said.
How old are you, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
I am 24.
24.
Yes.
Amazing. You've done all of this and still more to come from you.
Yes. I am a dancer. Actually, first of all, I should say I am a creative.
Okay.
That ties up most of everything.
Right.
I am a creative. I'm a dancer. I also run my own business,
Yes.
Cultured by Zhane.
Yeah.
It's an accessory line. And yes. And I teach dance as well.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what is your passion, if you were to kind of prioritize out of the 3 or 4 things you just mentioned, or was it 5? Like what gives you the most joy?
Dance.
Dance?
Definitely. And helping others to reach their fullest potential as well. Because through pageantry, like you said, through
Yes.
pageantry, I was able to meet a lot of young persons. And just being able to share my expertise with them also helps me to feel better.
Nice. So I have to ask you a question about dance, Zhane, because when you are dancing, it feels like you're transformed, like you even go somewhere else, and it's always the same level of passion and fire and energy.
Yes.
Like, where do you go in that moment when you're delivering your pieces? It just seems so, it's amazing to watch, by the way.
Thank you. Dance is honestly an escape for me.
Yeah.
I just throw everything on the stage.
At 4.
And I started with ballet at the dance space with
Yes.
Aldonia Evelyn.
Yes.
And since then, I've evolved from ballet. I did jazz, I did contemporary, did some modern.
Wow.
Later on, I decided to try Afro-Caribbean
Yes.
and urban and dance hall and hip hop. And that has skyrocketed.
Yes.
And now, I mean, with Rhythm Tribe, that's pretty much what we do now.
Yes.
So definitely has evolved. I have evolved from ballet.
So you mentioned Rhythm Tribe. So tell us a little bit more about Rhythm Tribe. Like we know for sure that you on the Wendy Williams show.
Yes.
Woo-hoo!
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh, I know her.
Yes, and that was an amazing experience.
Yes.
Though it was a short period of time that we were
Yes.
on stage, on TV,
Mhm.
it was exhilarating. I really cannot even explain that feeling. I mean, everything happened so quickly. It was like, okay, one day we got the call, and then we were like, okay, we can't really tell anyone because it was very hush-hush.
Yes.
And then when it happened, it was like, oh my gosh, it happened.
Yes.
Like, we were on international TV.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Yeah.
How
but
long has Rhythm Tribe been in existence?
in existence for 2 years.
2 years?
Yes.
And you were on Wendy Williams?
Yep. And that was in our first year. Yeah, so we're doing good things.
Yeah.
We're doing great things, and we hope to keep it going, you know?
Yeah, because I find that you're young, you're fresh,
Yes.
and you bring, I mentioned you as an individual, but as a group,
Yes.
it's just pure fire.
And we try to revolutionize the game in Barbados. I
Yes.
mean, there's so many talented dancers in Barbados, and we work well as a team because we're all friends. We all
Yes.
know each other's strengths. We know our weaknesses as well.
Nice.
So we just work with each other, and we just try to cheer each other on and
Yes.
motivate each other to do better. And by
Yes.
extension, it transfers to the product that we
Yes.
and yeah.
So you know my next question is, what are your goals?
Well, they vary daily, you
Uh-huh.
know. They vary daily. If I have a certain amount of orders that I have to complete,
Yes.
must make sure that those are done.
Okay.
In terms of short-term goals, for myself, definitely removing self-doubt. And this is interesting because a lot of people think, you know, they see the other side of me and they're like, oh, she got it covered. No. No. I'm human. I doubt myself a lot.
Okay.
So one of my short-term goals definitely is to work on myself and being, yes, I'm passionate.
Yes.
But there's sometimes I doubt my passions.
Okay.
And I really have to just come with an open mind and think
Yeah.
that I can do it all.
Yes. Well, you can.
Yes.
And you've proven that you
Yes.
can. So you spoke about not wanting to get out. Do you have that experience, even though you're doing everything that you really love?
I mean, obviously I'm human, so there's some days that, you know, I'll be like, oh gosh, I really don't want to get up. I really want to be in my bed, especially when you have like long hours, because trust me, everyone close to me is like, how do you do it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But no, I do have moments where I'm like, so I really have to get up, but you have to do it. You have to find some joy and think, okay, this is the plan. You gotta stick to your plan. You have goals in place. Stick to those, attaining those goals.
Okay, and you know I'm gonna have to ask you, how do you fit in any type of love life with such a hectic schedule?
Ooh.
Is that slotted in somewhere, like on a Monday and on a Wednesday?
You see, the thing is with the industry that I'm in,
Yeah.
especially like with dance, rehearsals can happen every single day.
Yeah.
So I can't really specify, okay, this is bay day. I can't specify
like that.
a day.
Yeah.
It's really challenging to specify one day. So
Yeah.
you just try to find, even if it's an hour in the day,
Yes.
just to find that time to spend with the person you love.
Yeah. So it must be challenging too, because if you have someone in your life, they need to also understand the path that you're on as well.
Yes.
And they know that, okay, well, Monday I was supposed to link up, but she canceled on me because she's
Yeah.
rehearsing for this big show. It has to have some level, the person will have to have some level of understanding.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Whoo, pause. So,
Woo! Pause!
we're gonna get real. So the relationship I was in,
Yes.
yes, that was definitely important. A lot of people see the great aspect of it, you know, your girl's doing all these things.
Yeah.
Obviously it is challenging if you can't spend the time, especially long hours with that person.
Yeah.
So like you said, it is definitely important for them to understand the industry that you're in.
Yes.
Understand that, you know, there are some days that I can't really control. It's up to whoever is running the rehearsal. I mean, I would love to control it,
Yes.
but I just can't.
Yes.
You know, and you know, these things happen, and you just have to roll
With the punches.
I'm still here.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
still here. I'm not going anywhere.
And you know
but-
what the great thing is, Zhane, is that you are on such a amazing path right now. That whoever is for you will find you.
Indeed.
And you can understand them why when people are in the industry, they have relationships with a manager or fellow dancers, because they, or people that are
Understand.
creators, because they
Yes.
literally understand
Yeah.
the demands of what that life is all about.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to coming to your wedding, whenever that may be. So tell us a little bit about your Move Up Foundation.
So the Move Up project stands for making opportunities viable for everyone. It's a mental health awareness initiative that I created. It started because I actually volunteered with a psychiatric hospital before I even entered the Miss World Barbados pageant.
Wow.
I was doing it for about a good 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And I just decided, okay, there are many persons suffering with mental illnesses, and a lot of people are not aware of how to handle the situation if they have a friend, if they have a family member. And I figured that mental health awareness was necessary.
I find the awareness is not really there, especially for people not at your age as well.
At my age especially, yeah.
So
that's one of the reasons why I said, you know what, I need to do this.
Yes.
And do it in a way that's going to attract young people like myself.
Yes.
So I actually wanted it. The plan was for this project. The plan was to create opportunities for persons with mental illnesses.
Okay.
When I did my research, I realized I needed to do more awareness first before I handled the second phase of the project.
Yes.
So right now the phase is still in this educational phase and dealing with awareness and that type of thing for right now. Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of support from the hospital as well?
Definitely.
Okay.
They were backing me 100%, especially for their mental health awareness month.
Yes.
I was actively involved with them and helping them with their projects as well. So we're on to good things.
Awesome. Because that one, I must admit, is close to home for me, because my mother is a mental health nurse. So for years, you know, you would say, oh, that person mad, that person mad. She'd be like, no, they're not. They're mentally ill. And I'm like, okay, Mom. So my awareness has come through her.
Yeah.
But even in my different work environments and so on, I found that a lot of people suffer from anxiety,
Yes.
depression, and so on. So it's actually amazing. I'm really, really happy to hear that you're supporting that cause and bringing more awareness
Thank
to it.
you.
You're very welcome. So let's talk a little bit more about just your balance, because with the business, entrepreneurship, the dancing, the foundation, the teaching, how do you balance it all at 24 years old?
The grand question.
Yes.
It's all about scheduling,
Yes,
honestly.
right.
When you wake up, actually even before you wake up, I usually have to plan for the entire week.
Okay.
So the things that I can plan beforehand, I will do that.
Yes.
So that I know, okay, at this time I have that blocked off, and if anything pops up suddenly, at least it's not really a shock to me because I already had time blocks.
I understand.
So it's easier for me to slot in different things at last minute.
Yes.
Rest is important.
Okay.
So, I mean, although I'm guilty to that, sometimes I get like 3-4 hours of sleep.
And when I see you over the crop over period,
oh, don't talk about that.
which is our carnival,
That's
like
you're, 2 hours, an hour,
yes,
depending. But it's something that I love doing.
Yes.
So I mean, sleep is great. I
Yes.
love sleep as well. But if work needs to be done, that takes precedence right now.
Where do you see yourself in another 5 years from now?
Ooh. You see, if I got this
At
question
29,
last year,
you're not even 30 yet.
I know,
At 29.
Wow. Okay. So if I were to answer this question like last year, I would be like, okay, this is what it is. I see myself doing this, that, this. But no, I found this year I really had to take a step back and just live in the moment. Because I found even through pageantry, they will always ask these questions like, where do you see yourself in 3 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? And I'm like, life happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a set idea as to certain things you want to achieve.
Yes.
But in terms of where do I see myself, that question is a little challenging.
Yes.
Because I don't want to say I'm an opportunist, but life happens so fast.
Yes.
And I just believe in grasping your opportunities.
Yes.
So this year, for me especially, a lot of doors were open for me in ways that I would never imagine. And I'm a girl that I give my fullest potential in every single thing that I do.
Yes.
And it just happened to work out. And I mean, I'm like, okay,
yes,
that works.
So you're constantly stretching yourself.
I'm constantly challenging myself to do something that is totally out of the box because you never know where it may lie.
I'm going to ask if you can just give some advice to anyone watching, because there's so many university students, I'm sure you may know some of them as you teach and so on, that can't find jobs, or they're in their third year and they're looking and they're getting disappointed because there are no opportunities out there. So what would you tell them as a young entrepreneur, budding entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur?
Oh, I think.
What would you tell anyone watching, just to kind of give them some encouragement?
Definitely work on your passions. I would recommend, if you love what you do, seek ways to monetize it. And just go with your passion so that you don't feel like if you're working when you're actually working.
Nice.
You actually feel like, you have a purpose to get up on mornings, to start your day, to do what you have to do. Because that's one of the harsh realities of sometimes having a job. I mean, sometimes you get bored, you get tired, you don't want to get up. But, if it's yours, make it something that you love to do.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing. Yes.
Excellent. So in 5 years' time, I'm thinking cultured, international brand.
Yes, that is the aim.
Acting.
You never know.
Directing.
Maybe.
All of the above.
All of the above. Dancing overseas, you never know.
Yes. My last question for you. What inspires you? What inspires you?
Being able to inspire others, actually. Every day, and it's interesting because I work with a lot of secondary school children as well, dealing with pageantry or even dance. primary school even. And you know, a teacher came to me and told me, you know, you inspire people just for being, you know, just for being there. And I was like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah.
And when I look at life, I think is you have to learn and you have to share.
Yes.
And by sharing helps me to stay inspired.
Yes.
And it helps others to be inspired. So that's what inspires me, being able to share my life story and being able to share certain things that I would have learned through life.
Yes.
Only at 24, but I was still able to learn and share what I've learned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So giving back.
Giving back.
Almost paying it forward.
Definitely paying it forward.
Awesome. Hey, it was lovely. Can I hug? I'm waiting to hug.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And that ends this episode of Fireside with Sunshine with the amazing Zhane. I know that she has even more wonderful things coming up in her life, and we're definitely going to watch this spot. And I hope that you come back onto the show.
For sure. Anytime.
Thank you. All right.
Had an amazing time being on Fireside with Sunshine, and I just want to encourage you to touch, move, and inspire.